Hey guys.
Hey. Sorry about the little mishap.
Yeah, a little delay. We had some bad reception. We didn't know.
But we're at a really cute little cafe. It was called Fig Tree Cafe. And we thought that it was going to have amazing reception. And then Periscope said bad connection, poor connection. We're like, really? So we'll make this really short. So we just want to make sure that we are always consistent with you. Yes, Jennifer, yes, Fig Tree. Oh, the food was amazing. But we want to let you know why you are 6 months behind. If you are just now joining us, my name is Lynette Davis.
My name is Paul Krueger.
And we are business industry trainers as well as holistic health coaches. Hola. Hi, Charla. Stay tuned. We're going to be giving you lots of pictures if you are in our business pages, so you can kind of be with us here in spirit. We're all in San Diego right now at a flagship event in our company. It's called Celebration. And we want to let you know, if you've never been to one of these events, one of your company events, you need to go. We're going to take our floaties off, our gloves off, if you will, and make sure that you understand the power of these events. If you do not go to one of these events, you will literally be 6 months behind. That's how much it will stunt the growth of your business. It will stunt the growth of your business. And I got a message from somebody on my team. I'm not going to call this person out, but I want them to understand, and all of you to understand, how important it is for you to be at one of these flagship events. Because I'll meet you where you're at. Paul will meet you where you're at. Joel Bowman will meet you where you're at. But if you don't make priorities to get to one of these events, you got to question yourself, how bad do you really want this? Just last year when Paul and I were at this exact event right here in San Diego, Paul was just fired from his job. I decided to quit medical school. And we're only making about $150, $200 a week in our business. 1 year later, we now have over 3,000 people in our organization. And residually, we're making almost close to $4,000 a week. And that's not to impress you, but that's to press upon you that events change everything. If you were on my team, Jill Bowman's team, do you think that we would be able to cast the vision to you? Do you think that you would be able to follow our belief? Do you think that we would have the belief in ourselves and in this company, of where this company is going, or where your company is going, whatever company you represent? You wouldn't be able to do it. We are where we are because of these events. We are where we are in this company because of these events. And we have people in our team that's all the way in Canada. They're coming all the way from Canada to be at this flagship event. And then I have somebody who's an hour and a half away and can't show up. So it's not about the excuses anymore. It's really, how bad do you want this? How bad do you want to change your life? Paul and I didn't have the finances to get to one of these events, but we knew we needed to get here. That's how you know you need to get to these events, right? If you don't have the money, if you don't have the time, if your life isn't where you want it to be right now, that's the exact reason why you need to be at these events, right? So we are in San Diego. We're at Celebration. That is the flagship event at it's our company event. And we went to another event in California. What was it? NYKO, Palm Springs. And Paul and I had to stay at a Roach Motel. So we get it. We get what it's like to go to these events and how much it costs. But we planned for it. We stayed at a Roach Motel, and we
coasted on fumes before.
We coasted on fumes. Barely had any gas to get to this event, but we knew that we had to get there. And
Jill said it was important, so we took her serious.
So take this business serious. Usually most companies have 4 flagship events, right? Get there. A girl on my team, Gloria, knew about this event just 1 month ago, and she rearranged her entire life to get here.
She's here and she's bringing people.
So no, this is not a pyramid scheme. It's not a pyramid scheme. This is real. So we're gonna, we're just sitting in a parking lot real quick because we got to go back into our hotel. We're staying at the Omni. But you need to learn, these events aren't just for you. Take my seatbelt off. These events are just for you
Guys, that's the most important thing when we're talking about why would you go to an event?
Drew, if you're interested in what we're talking about, you can totally find Paul and I on Facebook. Just look at our Periscope handle and find us.
Yeah, let's see our Facebook names in the Periscope description. But the whole point of going to an event is not for you. It's actually for your team, or your team that's going to exist. I think the industry stats are something like, if you show up to an event, then you have a 90% greater chance of putting people, about 400 people in within the next year to that next event. By the time the next event.
400.
Yeah.
400.
That's per person, right? So if you have a group of 10 people here on your team, you can see how that magnifies pretty quick. The good news is that these are the standards, these are kind of the averages, but what I've seen in our company anyway, it tends to work a little bit better. So
Langa 31, go ahead and just find us on Facebook so you know exactly what we're talking about. We're industry business trainers. I also wanted to interrupt Paul just for a second, sorry.
Go ahead.
before I forget my main thought. If you are building your business with your significant other, they need to get here. I just saw Angie George and her husband Jason George. They're coming. Both of them are coming. It's so important that both of you guys see the vision. It's really important. Paul and I would never go to an event without Paul. Paul would never go to an event without me. Your significant other, if they're building the business with you, you both need to be there together. It's just much more powerful. Sometimes, you want to add anything to that?
We know that there are certain situations where that's not the case, but for the majority, there's certain people that didn't know about this event until just very recently, and
Lori, we know your situation.
Yeah. So there's certain specific situations, but for the majority of people, they've been in for a minute. They should plan accordingly. So it's not really about beating anybody up for not doing this or that. It's really more of a talk about empowering yourself with the events and getting the maximum out of them. Using it to your advantage so that it gives you the biggest impact, and doing the little things like, making sure that you're taking notes for your team rather than yourself.
Yes.
Because you want to take this in for yourself, of course. You're going to build a belief, you're going to build the new habits, you're going to see the new training, the new products, you're going to see a bigger culture. But it's really about how can you translate this information to the team that you have, or the team that will exist here shortly after the event, because you're going to get so fired up. So that's really what it's about, and it's about making sure that you set these as a priority for the next time when it shows up, if you're not here. And if you are here, then you're in for a real special treat, because this is about to blow up. So
yeah. So just remember, every Monday, at least in our company, we get paid. In our company, we get paid daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly. And each time that you get your revenue, remember, it's not a paycheck, it is revenue. You need to set aside 10% towards your business investments. Mm-hmm. Personal development. Personal development includes these events. These events are they're life-changing. And this is your first time attending this event, get ready to have your mind blown. Mm-hmm. This is going to change the trajectory of your life. It will. You have no idea what's about to happen. So if you're brand new to these events, get yourself a little envelope or a handy dandy app, and make sure that you save every single thing, all your receipts. This is a business write-off. Holla! So save everything, okay? It's a tax write-off. What else? Make sure you get registered if you are, because we're staying at the Omni, the convention center is right across the street, so make sure that you go over to the convention center and get registered if you haven't registered yet. Yes, Angela Biederman, and I think Shelly Cathy should be there too, in Charla. Make sure you get to NYKO. That's our next flagship event, which will be in Dallas, Texas.
In January.
Okay, and then let's see, we're heading on to the yacht tonight with Jill Bowman and the rest of the crew. That'll be exciting, right? And what else? What else can we really talk about why you need to be here at these events? Because not only do you need to see where the company is going, the growth within the company, but there's going to be so much more belief, the culture of everybody that's going to be that's walking across stage. You're going to be able to hear and see their story.
Guys, real quick, one other thing that I'm reminded of going to events is some of the power of building your belief comes from seeing other people walk across stage, and you're thinking, oh wow, if they can do it, I could definitely do it.
Yes, that's
You'd be
very
surprised
true.
on how many different kinds of people that you don't know about, because we're all in our little bubble until we come to the big events. Then you see this expanded view of people from all walks of life that literally blow your mind. You're like, I had no idea somebody like that could do it. I have so much more going for me. I have so much more, advantages that I didn't even think about. But you know, when you realize that, then it starts to seem to get easier, and you're like, wow, I can really build this thing and build it fast.
So yes, birds of a feather. All right, so guys, we're gonna register now for ICU. Yes, thank you, Angie, and NYKO. You should be the first one to be registering. So NYKO and ICUs or whatever company that you represent, go ahead and get registered now. I know Casey Tucker registered already for her company. Good job, good job. So we're gonna end this. Stay tuned. We're gonna be kind of checking in with you throughout the week, and then we'll come back. Once we leave San Diego, Global Executives will go right back into training again at 11 o'clock. I saw the brand new 90-day game plan. Woohoo! That's exciting. So
yeah, so we'll be hitting it hard pretty good after the event here, getting back to our roots and our foundational training to make sure we're exploding.
Yeah, and we'll make sure that we send lots of pictures in our top leaders group, our business group, and in our other business pages. And let's see where we can go from now, because we're just gonna go grab something to eat. Actually, no, we just ate, sorry, and then we're gonna go digest. Then we're gonna go hit the gym, because remember, everything is about consistency. Paul and I don't miss the gym. We don't miss you guys on Periscope. And then that's it.
Growing muscle never stops.
We love you guys.
See you guys.
Bye.